And ladies and gentlemen, it's finally time to kick off the proceedings. And to do so and set the perfect tone for today's proceedings, I would like to invite our first keynote speaker. He is the founder and CEO at Konnect Insights. He's also the Chief Product Architect, and he is leading the team since its inception. He's extremely passionate about creating and delivering exceptional customer experience. That has been his vision behind developing Konnect Insights. Along with the product being a techie at heart, he also dons multiple hats including sales and marketing and continues to be the driving force for the entire team. So ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together, and it is immense pleasure to invite the founder and CEO at Konnect Insights, Mr. Sameer Narkar.
Thank you everyone for coming today. It's such a pleasure to see most of our customers today under one roof. We've been planning for this day for last 2 years. COVID didn't allow us to do that, but we wanted to set a stage where all the customers who are acing their customer experience, making their customers happier, drawing marketing insights, we wanted to honor them. So we thought of having a session where, it would be more interactive, where you also share experiences of how you are working with your customers. So in today's world, we believe that care is the new marketing. The more you engage with your customers, the more you learn from them, the more you make them happier, they are going to become your brand advocates. And that is a thought process with which Konnect Insights has been built. A product which is easy to use, to engage with the customers, learn from them from all possible channels. People today talk on various social media channels, various messaging channels, or online web. They reach out to you across various channels. We have built a product that allows you to unify the entire customer care and marketing. So that's the thought process behind Konnect Insights. We want to thank everyone for coming here today. But before we get started and talk about how we have built this product, what it is today from where it was, and what we are going to bring in the future, I just wanted to give you a bit of an idea of how it started. Back then, when I did not even had my Twitter handle, okay, and I read a white paper by Altarian SM2. Quite a few guys would know this product, and it spoke about sentiment analysis. And I was very happy, So I thought let's explore this. So I wrote a few lines of code using Twitter APIs and pushed that data to SQL Server, wrote some algorithms, and that was the idea. We said that, this is something that looks great. This was back in 2013-14, and we started working on this product. We reached out to a lot of agencies back then because just sitting in office and coding will not give you the right product. You need to reach out to your potential customers, learn from them, understand what they want, and then build a product on top of that. So being in Mumbai, it helped. We met a lot of agencies who are here today, who are our customers as well, and they gave us good feedback. For first 2 years, we did struggle to get our first few customers. It was very tough. The product is never ready. It was not even half baked, and then after a couple of years of hardships, we did get some customers, and some of them are here today. I have the privilege of introducing you to Mr. Nishit Kanda. Thank you, Nishit. He was the very first customer who gave us money. So that's him. And then we have quite a few guys like Amin is here. He was in Zapak, then was an expert on our product. Really gave us good feedback. There is Atik here. There is Ferdinand here. All you guys. Thank you so much. So I'll start, with what we are today. That was, of course, the idea. That's how it started. But in terms of, in terms of what Konnect Insights is today, it's an omnichannel unified customer experience management platform. This is what we offer you as an entire package, so that you don't have to work in silos and multiple teams are not in sync. So with Konnect Insights, you get a product which starts with social listening, where you get data from all possible channels. We make sure that you do not miss out data anywhere on the web, anywhere on the social media that is legally, publicly possible and possible after authenticating your channels. So we get data from Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, blogs, forums, news, consumer forum, review sites. It's a product that is built on big data on a horizontally scaled distributed architecture. So data is the first thing. That is where it starts. And that's why social listening is the key component of what we have built. Once you have the data, it's what really matters is what you do with that data. So there are two ways of looking at it. With that data, you can have marketing insights in terms of knowing what is the data, who is talking, from where they are talking, etc. And the other one is to engage with the customers who are talking about you. It's not only about responding to the queries that are negative. Online reputation or community engagement is way beyond that. You have to engage with the customers, respond to their queries, make them happier, and then again have one view of that customer. Because in today's world, people come from all possible channels, right? And you need to know that the person coming from Twitter or Facebook, coming from a call center or chatbots is the same person with whom you are interacting. So we focus a lot on giving you that single source of truth and one view of the customer. So online reputation management talks about how do you engage with the customers, make them happier. Konnect Insights is a very strong CRM platform as well, because the data that comes in because of people who are talking, you get a very strong CRM, not just a tickets view of the conversation, but you also get a contacts view of the conversation. And this feature of the product has been recently launched. Some of your customers are using it, and you will start using it more. So we, in addition to the tickets view, give you a contacts view. So we'll talk about that as well. It's a very strong social analytics platform. There are some customers who use our product especially for social analytics, and in that, I can mention Z Television. They want to do content analysis of what they are doing on social media, as well as what their competition is doing. So one insights is about what people are talking about you. So that's what you get in social listening, and the other insights is to know what you are talking on social media and what is the impact of it. So that is social analytics, and you get insights such as impressions, reach, what are the post level analysis. You also get to know what videos worked for you, whether the videos with say 30 seconds to 1 minute are giving you more views and engagement, or videos with maybe 3 minutes or 6 minutes. So this kind of deep dive you can do. We also have a product called as Konnect Insights Smart Suggestions, which you get along with social analytics. That tells you the analytics in the way we humans talk. If someone comes to a room and presents you a lot of dashboards and reports, and if he's a geek, he'll understand it. But normal people like me will say, at the end of the day, okay, so what was that? So KISS or Konnect Insights Smart Suggestion really helps you to understand what that data is. It talks in a very human-centric way, and it's built on top of AI. As a complete package, we also offer social publishing, where you can schedule posts on social media channels. You can have approval mechanisms. You can have brand and agency collaboration. So as part of social media management, you get social publishing. We have surveys and feedback. Now, this is one bit that is very, very much underused by our product, by our customers, but again, a very strong model, standalone model in itself, where you can send out surveys to a lot of people. Of course, those who use CSATs make use of surveys, but there are many use cases. You can have conditional surveys built in. There is one brand, Delhi Airport. Unfortunately, they are not today here, but they make use of surveys. They have put out QR codes at airport. So if you go to Delhi Airport and if you scan a QR code, it opens up a survey which you fill, and then that goes as a ticket in Konnect Insights, and from there they solve the queries. You have BI tools and dashboards, from where you can create your own custom dashboards, custom reports. Many brands who migrated to our product were actually using previous products where data was coming fine, but then they couldn't make a lot of insights out of it, and they had to take that data, put it into Excel sheets, or put that into tools like Tableau or Power BI. We have taken that need. You can simply use Konnect Insights as a very powerful dashboards and business intelligence tools, where you can customize a lot of charts. We have very good classification feature built in, where you can create n level of classifications, apply rules on it, and it will auto classify. But then if you create a detailed level classification, you cannot create reports out of it, because it's very dynamic in nature. So BI tools allow you to do that. You can define the columns, you can define the filters, and it will create reports for you. So there are very advanced reports created by so many brands who make use of our dashboards and BI tools. We also have something called as integrations. We'll talk about that as well. So third-party data can also be taken into Konnect Insights, and then you can use the dashboards and BI tools. So a very vast module in itself, dashboards and BI tools. And then, of course, we have crisis management. As a brand, of course, this is going to happen at some point in time. People are going to talk about you, something might go viral, and then you have to manage the crisis. So in terms of management of crisis, there are two ways of looking at it. One, if the crisis has happened, it should give you the right alerts at the right time on maybe mobile device. We have a mobile app where the alerts come. You can have email alerts, and ensure that whatever conversations that are happening because of the crisis, you get those. And the second one is more proactive, where it can figure out that, if the crisis is going to happen, can I be alerted, so that, before time, we can avoid that. So this is what you get as a complete package along with Konnect Insights. And we ensure that you never miss any data. So data comes from all possible channels. A lot of them, are very obvious, like your Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, in which these channels, right, you will see that some of the data is completely public, some of the data which is public, which can come based on keywords. And rest you can add your own channels and authenticate them. And from there, you will also get the private data like your DMs and your private inbox messages. So when it comes to social media, you have to look at data in three ways. One is completely public, one is semi-private, and third one is private. And the private data and semi-private data you will get once you authenticate those channels. So we ensure that you don't miss out anything. And there are a lot of changes that keep happening in this social media world. So we have to be, fast in terms of implementing them. We have the best of the teams that work towards it. And if our data is available via the APIs or webhooks or streaming or whatever, we will make sure that you'll get in Konnect Insights. Then just getting the social media data is not enough. You have to get data from the public channels also. So there are so many news channels, blogs, forums, consumer forum, review site. We have very powerful search engines that bring this data. So the way we get data is two ways. One is by having our own search engines, where there are millions of crawlers who pull data from the web, and we get that data. And the other one is by being partners of the data providers. So we are enterprise partners of many data providers. Twitter is there. Other than that, for the public web data, there are data partners. So we ensure that any keyword that you put, and if the data is possible to get, we will get it. Whether it is from sites like Quora, Reddit, or Trustpilot, you will get all that data. We'll just ensure that the data is not missed out. Plus, there are APIs also, third-party APIs. So if you have some private channel that you have as a company, from where data comes in, we bring that too. So there are some private forums that some brands have, and they say that because Konnect Insights is a central ticketing platform, I want that data also to come in Konnect Insights. So via APIs, we make that available. In the international market, TikTok is big, so we have everything for TikTok. Data available via public keywords, data available by adding the channel, data available to push the data to respond to. Well, any time when TikTok is available in India, you'll also have TikTok as part of our product. Trustpilot, of course, I covered. Email is one of the biggest channels. A lot of users use some other products for emails and for social media, our product, but if you just look at email as a channel, Konnect Insights is pretty big, and there are many customers like Delhi Airport is one of them, who has only one solution, as only one central product to manage the emails, to manage their social media tickets, to manage the call centers, to manage the chatbots. Everything comes in Konnect Insights. That is what I'll talk about. So other than the data that we bring by keywords, by adding social media channels, we also have to understand that there are other SaaS products in where the data comes in. Like, I call this as SaaS 2.0, where multiple SaaS products can talk to each other. We have a very strong marketplace where over 3,000 app integrations are possible. So if you have to take data from any third-party SaaS product into Konnect Insights as a ticket, you can do that. We have APIs and the connectors are built in. Or if you want to push data from Konnect Insights to any other CRM, you can do it. So we don't push anybody to say that, just use our CRM. We don't let them migrate. So if you're using Salesforce and Microsoft Dynamics and Freshdesk and Zendesk, you can integrate that with Konnect Insights. So if you want social, you can have Konnect Insights, but if you want emails and all other channels, you either can use our product, or if you're already using someone, do not change it, rather merge it. So with the integrations of Salesforce and Freshworks, what we have is status level mapping, object level mapping, where tickets can be pushed and can be replied from there. At the same time, all status syncs can be done. Okay. When we talk of integration, it is of course pushing tickets to Konnect, pushing data out of Konnect Insights, but there is a lot more in-app integrations that you can build. Like for instance, if anybody wants to download data, Excel is not the only limitation. You can download data in your Google Drive, Google Sheets, or you can download data in Dropbox. So you decide what connections you want to build. There is one more connector that I particularly love. I don't know if everyone has that in the marketplace. You can have a hashtag suggester that while you're composing a post, you can install the hashtag suggester, and then it will suggest you what kind of hashtags to be provided. You can have Trustpilot as one of the app integrations. Perfect example of integrations is to have CRM integration as well as marketing automation. If you have gone ahead and integrated any apps that do marketing automation, that's the best use case, because in Konnect Insights, you have all the information available of who is talking, about what particular category. And then if you want to push marketing automations only to those specific people, you can. Because see, in today's world, if you have to do marketing automation, you actually disappoint 10,000 people to get 100 leads. Instead, if you do a very targeted marketing automation, because the data lies in Konnect Insights, that's a perfect way of doing it, right? And the idea of getting Konnect Insights as a central product is not only to push tickets here, but you can also have the analytics engine. So all the data that comes in Konnect Insights, all the dashboards that we have for social media is also available for the third-party data sources that you bring in. Let's say if Trustpilot is added today, then you can also have our dashboards and BI tools available for that platform, which will tell you which users talk the most, or what is the sentiment, or if you want to do classification-wise sentiment analysis, detailed dashboards you want to create. You can create for any source, irrespective whether that source is provided inherently by Konnect Insights or you have added it by adding any third-party data sources. Yeah. And to sum it up, this is what we say. As a customer-centric brand, you have to implement the 4 pillars of unified customer experience. You need to ensure that people who are talking about you from all possible channels that are covered first, right? And as a customer, what all possible channels do I have to reach out to a brand? I choose that. First, of course, social media. And all social media channels that we spoke about. And then I can also go ahead and comment or write you a personal email, or I can go to an online web and talk about you, or I can also have those offline touch points from where I can reach out to you. The other 2 mediums, very important ones, are also your calling and your chats. So in terms of calling, there are cloud telephony apps. We have My Operator today here for one of the sessions. Then there are cloud telephony apps like Nolarity, or you have AirCall, OzoneTel, Exotel, right? Those are the cloud telephony apps which are for call centers. And those tickets also can come in Konnect Insights, where you can initiate the calls from here, or if the calls are happening there, the call logs can come in. Okay, so let's take an example of a brand where they want to completely unify all the customers who are talking about them. Social media, emails, online web is definitely covered. If you go ahead and do integrations of cloud telephony, then you also have calling in here. Yeah, so it's a very important channel as part of unified customer experience, that you ensure that you get one view of the customer even from the customers who are coming from call centers. And we have quite a few customers where we have done this implementation. The other one is chatbots or chats, right? And we have Yellow here today. If you are using Yellow as a chatbot, right, then you can integrate that with Konnect Insights as well. I'll tell you the use case. So let's say a user is talking to you on a chat, and a chatbot is taking care of that, and you want that chat to come to a manual agent, right? And the manual agent should see all the conversations that have happened before that. Okay, so you will get all that history in Konnect Insights, and then you will do a manual chat and close the ticket over here. Okay, this is one use case. There are certain brands who don't want to change the way they are handling the manual tickets, but still want the chats to come in Konnect Insights, because then you can use the power of dashboards and BI tools. So if I give an example of a brand who does it, they manage their chats from the current chatbot tool they have, but they get the tickets over here because all the detailed classification reports that come and work for social media also works for your chatbots. Yeah. So these are the two important pillars from where data will come. And of course, once the data is there in the platform, you need a very strong CRM, and you need a very strong analytics platform to learn from the customers what they are saying. So that's the third important pillar. Once you have the data, you have a very strong CRM and you have very strong analytics. So we say listen, then evaluate. And the third part is act, where based on this data, now you want to take some actions like send push notifications or send WhatsApp messages or send emails. So that's part of your marketing automation. So we are very true to our tagline of Konnect Insights, listen, evaluate, and act. And for the act part, you have to today connect with some marketing automation tools to push the data. But that's something that we are building on our own as well, where you will have the marketing automations built inside Konnect Insights. So where you can do push on WhatsApp, push on email, or push on SMS, and if possible on your mobile apps if you want to do push notifications. So that's something that is coming up maybe in next 2 quarters. But as of now, if you are using any other product for marketing automations, please connect that with Konnect Insights, and you will have the fourth pillar as well. And so this is our key focus today. Of everything that we have built, our key focus is on ROI. So if you have invested an X amount in Konnect Insights, we want to give you 10x, I'll talk about some use cases of ROIs of how customers who opted for our dashboards or for automations are now saving lots of money, because their resources, intelligent people who are working on creating reports or creating manual replies are now using dashboards and automation. So you save a lot of money over there because the system takes care of at least your L1 support. Our key focus is also to make use of automation as part of ROI. Automation is very important. In fact, I was the advocate of not using automation on social media 3-4 years back. I was, whenever we used to communicate with customers, I would say that automation is for your web user. Automation is not really for social media because it can create problems for you. But today, with the way AI and machine learning is improving, we of course have very strong automation. In fact, we have a session here today on automation of how you can make the most out of it. Our focus is to give you one view of the customer. The way brands look at it is they say that I have one customer, I am one brand, but because there are so many channels, I don't get that, one view of the customer. See, if there was only one channel available for the customer to talk, let's say if that was email only, reach out to us only via email, then there was no need for companies like us, But because there are so many channels, your social media, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, email, calls, cloud telephony, all that, you need one tool that will unify that entire thing for you. And that's the responsibility we have taken. So if you engage with the customer on one particular channel, ask them some details like your email or maybe some unique identification number that you have, that's good enough. Once that is done, you will see that same person. Let's say if Samir Narkar is interacting with Chroma, for instance, then you will know that this is the guy who spoke on email. This is the guy who called us once. This is the guy who chats with us. Sometimes he comes on Twitter. Sometimes he comments on our Facebook post and comments to us. So this is something that we have built nicely, and you will surely get that one view of the customer. And the fourth one is, of course, to offer you the great insights. So the way we look at data is, one use of that data is to engage with the customers and do your customer care, and the other way of looking at data is drawing insights out of it, like people who are talking about you, from where they are talking, what is the sentiment, what different product aspects that they talk about. So this is what our focus is. We are trusted by global brands. These are some of our customers who come from various categories, right? And many of you are here today. They come from banking, financial services, aviation, automobiles, QSR, fintech, edtech. We are big in India. We are also done quite a good business in the international market. We have a lot of telecom brands from Middle East, likes of STC, Orido, Sudatel, Ethio Telecom. We have quite a few customers in the US from healthcare industry. Today only we closed a deal with Vodafone Ghana, and talking about the customers in India, we of course have a lot of digital marketing agencies. We are very fortunate to work with the best of the people in the digital marketing world. They know this industry very well. They talk to a lot of customers. In addition to them using our product and serving a lot of their customers, we are so very well connected that on daily basis we get some feedback out of it. We have quite a few management tools to manage all the feedback, and it's a constantly evolving product. The kind of feedback that we get from all our customers has been implemented. So of all the customers that we have, we actually categorize them into two kinds of users. One who use our solution for marketing insights, and I have concentrates after this coming here and talking about how to make the most out of the marketing insights. And the second one is, of course, unifying the customer care. I've already spoken a lot about that, but I'll talk about it from more use cases. And in terms of marketing insights, we of course have all these dashboards that you can create. This has been created by some of the best customers, where you get to know who is talking, what they are talking, from where they are talking, what is the sentiment, what different product categories they talk. What are the purchase intents. So you get to know all from these dashboards. They are very customizable, very fluid. You can put your own brand themes under it, put a lot of photos. In addition to the dashboards reports that we provide, you can have your own custom charts to customize them. Plus, you can bring in data from third-party data sources also. So if a lot of you who are using dashboards, if you click on Add Charts, there is one tab where you can say that bring data from third-party sources. So you can do that via APIs and create this kind of dashboards. And talking of customer care, I'll just explain this with a few use cases. Let's take example of Zomato, where Zomato has about 60 agents who are managing it. And before they signed up for Konnect Insights, they were managing all the insights in Excel sheets and PowerPoint. A lot of PowerPoint Excel sheets were created. They have a pretty big team which manages this data. That has completely changed now, and they are at least saving 9 resources who are working on creating reports and dashboards. That is completely automated. And some of the brilliant minds work at Zomato. We love this brand, and what we have also learned from them, that their productivity has completely increased because of using Konnect Insights. The future for Zomato is, first, we have, as of now, implemented a Slack integration with them. So they use Slack heavily within their organization to communicate with their peers. And with Slack integration, what happens is any workflows that you manage where you need to assign tasks to different team members, which you can do within Konnect Insights, but they wanted it in Slack. So you can push data to Slack. So if you have products like Microsoft Teams or Slack like solutions, you have the integrations readily available. It is just one button click, put the credentials, and that integration is done. You can have data flowing from Konnect Insights to various channels of Slack. So this is what Zomato has done. Of course, the next thing that they are going to do is they are going to bring that chatbot integration also into Konnect Insights. They will continue to use chatbots the way they are using right now, and the chat and the agents will respond from that product itself. But they'll get all the data in Konnect Insights so that they can have insights available over here. So the thing that I spoke so many times about, classifications, insights, they want to find out from which region do you get most delivery specific issues, okay, and what is the demographics around it. Let's say this is the question that management poses. So you can very easily give from social media, we can very easily give from emails, but again for chat, you will again use some other system, and those insights will be available in some other system. Instead of that, get that data in Konnect Insights, and you'll have one unified view from across the channels. And the same thing with call center. They'll also get the call log. So this is something that is work in progress with Zomato. The second use case is, of course, about Delhi Airport. This is one of the best brands that we have, who really uses the 4 pillars. They bring in data from all possible channels into Konnect Insights. They have emails integrated. I already spoke about the QR code that they have added. They also make use of our dashboards reports. And with Delhi Airport, this was one of the aha moment for us, where our command centers were visited by Mr. Jyotiraditya Scindia, who is our Education Minister. So they've also implemented command centers. Command centers are where you see live feed of things are happening. Maybe they must be in use right now because there's a lot of conversations happening around Delhi airport. We also have Chroma, and we have the privilege of having Deepali here today. She's the one who leads Chroma. They have SLAs of 15 minutes. So in Konnect Insights, you can set up SLAs and ensure that every conversation that comes in, the first response goes within 15 minutes. And then you can set SLAs that the closure should happen in 30 minutes. And that can happen on the basis of severities as well. So you can say that the ones which are extremely critical should be responded within 10 minutes. You have to ensure that the data comes in into the product in seconds, and then it is assigned to the right team members with the workflow management, and they are able to send out those responses, first level responses within say 10 minutes, and eventually close it. They deal with large volumes. The volumes on Google My Business. The name has changed now. It's Google Business Profile. I was corrected by the guy from Google who is coming here today for the session, who will be talking on GBM, Google Business Messages, not GMB messages. So we call GMB messages, but it's actually Google Business Messages. And Google Business Messages again is a very big channel. You should all explore. It's again underused, something that is recently launched, where you can communicate with users when they search for you. Okay, let's say Google is the search engine everybody uses, and they search for, let's say, an automobile brand. The intent at that time is very high. And if you can directly have a conversation with the dealer right there itself, then you can bring that person to the showroom, and maybe a sell can happen. So it's a very high intent platform, and we have all the integrations built for Google Business Messages. And you can manually also respond to it. You can also set high levels of automation in terms of Google Business Profiles for location reviews, and also for Google Business Messages. So that's about it. I'll just give a quick overview of, how can you have one view of the customer. The customer comes from all possible channels today, and all you have to ensure is that you get one view of that customer, because there's no point saying that, can you please help us with your contact details? This is 2022. We should move on from here and make use of all the features that are available in Konnect Insights to offer one view of the customer. The single source of truth. And this is my last slide, so I'll talk about our vision. We want to ensure that every single brand uses the 4 pillars of unified customer experience. The tool set is there. We have the tools built. It's just a matter of the brands shifting their mindset. Because a lot of customers do speak about this, that we want unified view of the customer, and we want one view of the customer, but they believe that the tools that they are using today cannot be changed. But that's not the case. We have done that with many of you already, and we want to make use of all the features that we have. So thank you so much. These are our values. We truly believe in this: empathy, customer success, excellence, gratitude. These are good for business, but these are usually good for personal life as well. So as long as you're empathetic, you believe in success of others, you show excellence in everything that you do, and you're thankful for everything, the rest will follow. So thank you so much. If you have any questions, I'm around. Please let me know.